about Philippine contemporary arts. They say that art is almost everywhere, and almost every day, we see them, we touch them, we hear them, and even sit and lay down on them. But majority of us don't even know that those things are considered arts. This topic will give you an additional idea about the various elements and principles of contemporary arts, which contains information about elements and principles applied in contemporary arts. For our belts, analyzes contemporary art forms based on the elements and principles. And our main objectives at the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify the elements and principles of contemporary art, understand how contemporary artists use the elements of art to convey ideas, values, and emotions, create an integrated artwork that demonstrates the interrelationship between the arts and their elements. Before we start our lesson, let's have a short review about the 7 elements of arts. I'm going to sing the song, The 7 Elements of Art, and I want you to sing along with me. So, let's sing!
There are 7 elements so far. There are 7 elements so far. There are 7 elements. There are 7 elements. There are 7 elements so far. There's shape, value, color, and space. There's shape, value, color, and space. There is shape, there is value, there is color and space. There are 7 elements so far. There are 7 elements so far. There are 7 elements so far. There are 7 elements. There are 7 elements. There are 7 elements so far. There is line, there is texture, there is form. There is line, there is texture, there is form. There is line, there is texture, there is form. There are 7 elements so far.
Okay, very good! At least you already mastered the 7 elements of arts. Now, let's watch this video. This video is a collection of various art that is made by our local artists today. But before that, here are the questions you need to answer after watching this video. Number 1. How do you define contemporary arts based on the examples played on the video? Number 2. Why do we need to understand the elements and principles of contemporary arts? Did you enjoy watching those work of arts of our various artists? Wow, nice to hear that! Now, how do you define contemporary arts based on the examples played on the video? Yes, that is true. Contemporary arts are the artwork that is created by contemporary artists living today and as a worldview and is sensitive to changing times. Why do we need to understand elements and principles of contemporary arts? Right, a person can create an art without utilizing them. It enables us to describe what an artist has done. We can analyze what is going on a particular piece and communicate them with the language of the artist. Now, let's discuss the characteristics of contemporary arts. Number 1. Artist uses bold strokes and bright colors. Number 2. Artist uses existing styles and techniques in arts. Number 3. The art becomes public. Number 4. Some artists were self-taught. Number 5. Different materials were used instead of traditional ones. Number 6. Originality is not an issue. And number 7. Process is important. Now, let's take a look into a deeper understanding in elements and principles of contemporary arts. What are the elements and principles of contemporary arts? Number 1. Appropriation. It is the process of making new content by taking from another source of pre-existing image like books on art history, ads, media, and incorporating or combining it with a new one. Example, the usage of prints, images, and icons to produce of another art form. It is combining the past from the present and revives interest to existing form of art. Our keyword: borrowing, reusing, recontextualizing, and appropriating it to produce a different, more relevant artwork in current work. Number 2. Performance art. It refers to art activities that are presented to a live audience and can combine music, dance, poetry, theater, visual art, and video. Our keyword here is how. Art is concerned with how and not the what. Not with the literal content, but with the performance of the factual content. The performance, how it is done, is the content of the art. Number 3. Space. It refers to the distances or areas surrounding, within, and within the components of an item. It is an art transforming space. For example, the flash mob. And an art installation in malls and parks. These are performed and positioned in specific spots, especially in public spaces. Number 4. Hybridity. It is the usage of unconventional materials, mixing of unlikely materials to produce an artwork. For example, using coffee in painting. Number 5. Technology art. It refers to the use of mass production and the manipulation of the virtual world, its tools and programs. Now, let's have another activity. I want you to create an artwork applying any of these elements and principles of contemporary arts. I want you to choose one from the following. Number 1. Collage. Using pictures or items from the media or popular culture that have personal connection to your interests or life stories. Number 2. TikTok challenge. Create a 1-minute music, dance, movie spoof, or scene. Number 3. Spoken poetry. Create not more than 1 minute of video of your original piece. Number 4. Painting. Using unconventional materials or mix. Number 5. Installation art. Note: all of your output must be submitted into your Google Classroom Drive.
Here is the rubric for your output.
Let's have a clipboard challenge. Using your clipboard Number 2. Anyone can access contemporary artwork through internet. Number 3. Contemporary art uses combined materials and found objects. Number 4. Originality is an issue in contemporary arts. And number 5. Process is important in contemporary art.
Here are the answers.
For your assignment, research an artwork made by the contemporary artists today. Apply the different elements and principles of contemporary art you have learned from this lesson. Then post your output on your journal or blog. And that's our lesson for today.
Here is the rubric for your output.
This is Ma'am Shirley